Only just a
Good morning, Shrutika ji. We will wait for just a few minutes. Let other participants also join.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Suhas sir, shall we begin or shall we wait?
ma'am.
Sir, you are not audible, sir.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Sir, your voice is a little.
Checking. Hello. Now, can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you, but voice is not clear, sir.
1 minute. 1 minute. Now.
Yes, sir. Now it is.
Audible. Audible. Okay.
Yes.
There are only 2 participants.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shall we wait or?
We can wait for 2-3 minutes more.
Okay, sir. Shrutika ji, are you from Arambha Yoga Institute or somewhere else?
Arambha Yoga.
Okay. What are you doing?
Just MA complete हो गया मैम योग शास्त्र में.
Oh, very
Oh
good.
wow. Great.
बहुत अच्छा है. और एकेडमिक खाली एमए किया है. एमए इन योग शास्त्र which यूनिवर्सिटी?
नागपुर की जो संस्कृत यूनिवर्सिटी है ना.
कालिदास.
KKSU.
कालिदास.
Yeah,
very good. And this academic qualification, what you have done?
मैं होम्योपैथी डॉक्टर हूँ सर.
Oh.
उसके बाद मैंने MA किया.
Practicing, you are practicing doctor?
Recently, I'm not practicing because of my children.
Okay, good. You done from Parla only, homeopathy?
What, sir?
Which college? Which college you have done?
Nanded.
Nanded. Okay.
Hmm.
Good. 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 Very good.
Sir, I think we can start now.
Yeah, you will start.
It's 7:37.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe others are joining ma'am's class, na? Some students are joining ma'am's class, so they will join up to 8.
Right.
8 o'clock they will get free, so they will.
No problem.
Till then we can start.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Come to join this.
So, good morning, everyone. This is Ranjana Gupta from Aram Yoga Institute at Borivali Mumbai. Here at Yoga, our objective is to bring people to the positiveness of implementing and practicing yoga into our day-to-day life. So, yoga is a collaboration of the mind, body, and soul, as you all know. We believe that if we start doing yoga today, then we can change our tomorrow and we can change our life forever. That will make us feel positive, strong, and focused. So, I first, so we try to organize these type of workshops, several camps, and several training sessions also. First of all, I would like to thank our director, ma'am, Professor Sushma Maurya, whose idea was behind this workshop. She thinks that अगर हम पेंसिल बन के किसी की खुशियां लिख नहीं सकते, अगर हम पेंसिल बन के किसी की खुशियां लिख नहीं सकते, तो हम एक अच्छा इरेजर बनकर किसी के दुख जरूर मिटा सकते हैं. So today we are going to start this workshop that is on asthma, which is very common problem in nowadays because everywhere we get so much pollution and all. Lung capacity is decreasing day by day. So I think this workshop will be great for all of you. And guess who is going to conduct this workshop? This is Dr. Suhas Merchant, one our very experienced teacher. Professor by profession, Dr. Suhas is a dental surgeon. Yoga is his passion. He has completed his Bachelor of Arts in Mass Communication and Journalism. He has completed diploma courses in yoga teachers training also. He is a yoga instructor and a yoga therapist consultant. So please welcome Dr. Suhas Merchant, who is going to conduct this workshop. The screen is over to you, sir.
Thank you, Ranjaji, for your nice introduction. And very good morning to all the participants. Today, we are going to conduct a seminar on this asthma and its applications in curing it by yoga therapy. So today, first of all, I'll give some introductory lecture about the asthma. Then we'll do some sukshma vayams, and then from tomorrow onwards we can go in for some asanas and some pranayams and other things. Today being a very introductory thing, so we'll keep it a very short and brief. So I'll share a PPT with you, wherein we can get some idea about the asthma. Hello, am I audible? Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, okay. Okay, so next. One minute. There's some technical snag. One minute. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's continue. So what is asthma? Asthma is a Greek derivation, and it means panting or gasping. Not all difficulty in breathing is asthma. So asthma is a difficulty basically in breathing because of the obstruction in the bronchi or the bronchioles or the alveoli, the terminal parts of the lungs. The prefix bronchial refers to the fact that the basic problem is in the bronchi, the lower air conduits within the lungs. So asthma basically refers to the obstruction of the the trachea and the bronchial tree, wherein the mucus obstructs the airflow and it gives a restless or the breathlessness to the patient. Next. So asthma is in Hindi, it is Hindi, Marathi or Gujarati, it is dama. Dama means you cannot respirate properly. So first of all, we'll go for a nasal allergy also. So what is a nasal allergy? The three cardinal symptoms of this condition are sneezing, running nose, that is rhinorrhea, and blocked by stuffy nose. So these are the things, and why these things occur, we'll go into the next slide. So what are the common features of the asthma? Episodes of breathlessness which changes in severity spontaneously or with treatments. So there are episodes of breathlessness wherein sometimes there is too much of severity when the patient is able to not able to breathe properly. Whiz or whistling noise while breathing out, and demonstrable variation in obstruction to airflow through airways of the lungs. So many times you can see when you see asthmatic patient, there's a wheezing sound from the windpipe when breathing out. So this is really an obstruction into the airflow, and that causes difficulty in respiration. So how common is asthma and nasal allergy? Prevalence of asthma varies from country to country, more common in developed countries than developing countries. This point can be noted. So in developed countries, it's because of pollution and other conditions, there is a rise in asthma other than the developing countries. Because in developing countries, there is a less pollution, less vehicles. That's why there is a less percentage of asthma in developing countries. The reasons are not very much well defined. There are various causes for asthma that we'll see in the next slide. So the reasons are not well defined because of only this thing, the asthma is there. But we are trying to classify the things which causes the asthma. In India, it is about 6%, varying from 2% to 17% in different sections of the society. They are not studied which society is affected, but overall in India, it is the percentage around 6%. It varies from season to season from 2% to 17%. Next one.
तो स्लाइड्स आपके नहीं दिख रहे ठीक से।
Slides नहीं दिख रहा है? One minute.
नहीं,
1 minute.
दिख रहे हैं एक्चुअली,
दिख
No,
रहा है?
sir, दिख रहे हैं। Sir,
दिख
दिख
रहे
रहे
हैं।
हैं। Ma'am, you please check your connection, please. बाकी सबको दिख रहे हैं।
यस यस दिख रहे हैं।
थोड़ा सेट कर दीजिए। दिख रहे हैं?
हाँ हाँ यस सर।
Okay. So what triggers asthma attack? There are various reasons which causes the asthma. So there are allergens. Allergens are everywhere in the air. So the allergens are basically from dust, then from allergens from the plants. If you are staying in a vicinity of some surroundings where there are a lot of plants or trees, that also causes allergy to the patient. Then there are fumes of the industries, fumes of the vehicles, that throw carbon dioxide or nitrogen outside in the atmosphere. Fumes, then dust and odors. There are some people who suffer from asthma because the odors also, various kinds of odors. Some sprays like that, they are not able to tolerate all these things. So they suffer from asthma because of all these things. Then there's a cold air. In cold season, there are many people who have a difficulty in breathing. They get easily affected by a cold air. Then there are viruses. Viruses, you must have, there are a number of viruses which are present in the atmosphere. So recently we came across the coronavirus, but coronavirus has given, that also affected our lungs and to certain extent, and there are many deaths because of difficulty in the respiration. Emotions, this is also very major cause of the asthmatic attack. There are many people who are emotionally disturbed, they can get this kind of attacks. The emotion, then stress, any kind of stress that is related to your profession or family, the relations, that also can aggravate the asthma attack. Then climate and pollution. The climate and pollution, nowadays there's a lot of pollution worldwide, everywhere. The pollution, there are various means that is causing pollution. The vehicles, there are industries, all these things, they are causing pollution, and that also affect there is an effect on your respiration, and that causes also asthma. Next one.
हेलो सर।
Hello.
सर, जो आपने जो पिछला वाला जो स्लाइड्स था ना,
हाँ,
अभी जो चालू था,
हाँ,
उसमें ना फैटी फूड का भी एक ड्राइंग था, वो कैसे इफेक्ट करते हैं अस्थमा को?
one minute. I'll go back to this one. This name is allergy. हाँ, कुछ फैटी फूड जो है ना, देयर आर सम फैटी फूड्स जो उसमें कुछ अपने फैटी एसिड्स रहते हैं, जैसे कि पॉलीअनसैचुरेटेड फैटी एसिड्स, जो आजकल जो मोनोअनसैचुरेटेड फैटी एसिड्स और पॉलीअनसैचुरेटेड फैटी एसिड्स. The polyunsaturated fatty acids sometimes cause allergy to the patient. So if some patient is consuming some kind of oil, then that oil also gives the episode of asthma to certain extent. So fatty foods are there. Got it, ma'am?
Yes.
Yeah. And that there are some bacteria. Pets also. The pets also give, because the pets, the dust gets accumulated on the skin of the pets. That's also gives you this thing. There are household chemicals. We are using so many household chemicals. There are sprays. We use soaps, detergents, everything. That also gives. Genetic factor is also there, but that has got various kinds of. You have to decide what kind of genes are there, and then you have to decide what things are there. Then that gives a clear idea about how much of the there is a part of the genetics in the carrying the asthma from one generation to the other generation. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And the objective of the breathing practices now. So what we do in this thing, there are treatments for the asthma. So one treatment is that you give medicines, the pharmacological aspect, but these things are useful in very acute cases. In acute cases, you must go for a medical aid or the hospitalization or whatever things, the modern medicines, that these are very important in treating the acute phases. But in normal phases, what are the functions, what we can do to correct the things? So first is the training for full utilization of all lobes of the lungs. So all lobes of the lungs are not utilized many times. So there is a saturated air in the lungs. So that also causes the breathlessness. To normalize the breathing rate. So breathing rate, many people, they when they do a respiration, they do by chest instead of abdomen. So there is a faulty respiration. So that also can be corrected by yogic practices. Make the breathing uniform, continuous, and rhythmic. So our breathing is always a rhythmic thing. So many people, they gasp for air because there is an obstruction. So we can correct all these things by yogic practices. The practice includes certain yogic breathing, sectional breathing, and full yogic breathing. So we'll go for full yogic breathing and sectional breathing when we go further in coming days. And you can see that there are a number of muscles involved in the respiratory movements. There are intercostal muscles, and the major part is taken over by the diaphragm. Diaphragm is a very important organ in our body, which is helpful in doing a proper respiration. So the principles involved in regularizing the breathing. This is to ability to increase and decrease the breathing rate. The breathing rate can be increased or decreased. So in yogic practice, we do a voluntary and involuntary breathing. Developing awareness of breathing through the movements of different parts of the body. We create awareness so that the impulses are sent to the brain, and accordingly, the impulses are given to the system, the neuromuscular system, and the breathing is taken place. Slow down exhalation and keeping it longer than inhalation. So in normal practice, exhalation is longer than the inhalation, so that whatever residual air that goes out and a fresh air comes in, and there's a good exchange of air and the air oxygen in the blood vessels. So there is a role of nervous system also in asthma. Just move on. The respiratory system is controlled by sympathetic and parasympathetic nerves, which are parts of the autonomic nervous system. You must be knowing that the nervous system is regulated by an autonomous nervous system. There are two branches, the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. The parasympathetic nervous system and sympathetic nerve, they are not voluntary nerves, they are involuntary. The imbalance can come by excessive stimulation of vagal nerve receptors on the surface of the airways smooth muscles, triggering the air reflex of bronchospasm. So the vagus nerve, which supplies which is supplied to the respiratory system, when that is triggered, then there is a reflex of bronchospasm also. So where by doing a yogic practice, you can, to certain extents, you can control the episodes of the bronchospasms. The yogic practices brings the balance in autonomic nervous system. This is what I told. The yogic practice, this gives a good amount of balance to the respiratory system. And the last slide, because you must be knowing our body has a sheath or covering of 5 layers according to our yoga. So the first layer is Annamaya Kosh, the second is Pranamaya Kosh, third is Manomaya Kosh, fourth is Vijnanamaya Kosh, and the fifth is the Anandamaya Kosh. So by yogic practices also, so see, in any disease, there is a disturbance in the Annamaya Kosh and the Pranamaya Kosh. If your food habits are not good, if you are suffering from any disease, there is a disturbance in the Annamaya Kosh and the Pranamaya Kosh. So the yoga acts at the Annamaya Kosh and Pranamaya Kosh by rectifying whatever the differences or whatever the irregularities are there in these things. By yoga, you can correct the things, and in a human body, a healthy body has a good Annamaya Kosh, Pranamaya Kosh, so that the body is disease free. So by doing a yoga practice or putting yoga in your life, you can correct the things, not in asthma also, but in other diseases also, in correcting other diseases, lifestyle diseases, etc. So thank you for these slides. Now, so so do you have any questions? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Are there any questions?
No, sir.
So who have joined? Kavita, Manisha. Do you have any questions? Manisha Koka, Manisha Kolte, then Kavita Pednekar, Soumya. No questions?
No, sir.
Okay, okay. Got it? Okay. How many participants there? Ranjana ma'am? Ranjana ma'am goi one. Okay.
Yes, sir.
No, nothing. So there are 4-5 participants only. Can we take the introduction, ma'am? Can we ask them to introduce themselves?
Yes, sir.
So will you please introduce one by one the participants? Kavita. Kavita, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Will you please introduce yourself?
सर मैं कविता संजय पेडनेकर मुंबई से हूँ। आरंभ योगा मैंने अभी जून में ज्वाइन किया है, फर्स्ट लेवल फॉर टीटीसी।
Very good.
That's it, sir.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Nice, welcome. Manisha
you.
ji. Manisha ji. Manisha ji. Can you hear me? Okay, Shrutika ji. You already introduced Shrutika ji. Okay. Chalega, no problem. And Manisha ji, she is not there, I think. Okay. So we'll continue with the Gitanjali. Soumya. No one is there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm Soumya Venkatesh from Mumbai.
Yeah.
I'm a yoga instructor. I'm doing the yoga therapy course from S. Vyasa. So I
Okay,
just
very
got
good. Very good. Very nice. You are doing a therapy from S. Vyasa?
S. Vyasa. Almost finished. I have to do my externship. All the
Oh,
exams.
good. Nice. Chaliye. And so now we'll go for a, as there are many participants who have done, who are into yoga, but the curriculum is like that. So we'll go for a Sukshma Vyayam for initially, because from next day we can go for other asanas. But today we'll go for Sukshma Vyayams, and then from tomorrow onwards we can go for some good asanas and like that, and continue the things. So we'll go for Sukshma Vyayams initially. So for 1 minute. Wait.
Can you remove the share screen, please?
Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. So we'll go for some Sukshma Vyayams. You are all aware of the Sukshma Vyayams, but I'll demonstrate some Sukshma Vyayams. And I got a co-teacher, my daughter. She will demonstrate the things. Okay. Your voice is cracking. Your voice is cracking. Yeah, tell me. Your voice is cracking. Your voice is cracking, ma'am. Can you hear, Manisha ji? Manisha ji, can you? Hello. 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 So we'll continue. So first, we go for a. Ma'am. Yeah. Can you see it? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll go first for a Tiryak Tadasana. You know, Tiryak Tadasana is a stretching of the hands upwards. So in Tiryak Tadasana, there is an expansion of the chest, whereby there is expansion of the lungs also, so that there is a good exchange of air in the lungs. So first of all, she will demonstrate. So in Tiryak Tadasana, feet joined, or there is some gap of 3 to 4 inches in the feet, and straight. Then you can raise your hands, you can join your palms and raise it upwards. Straight your spine, straight your spine. Stay there for a few seconds. Exhale and release the palms. Exhale and release the palms slowly. And in the next asana, again, raise your hands, join the palms, and raise the hands, and you can raise your feet also. Stay there for a few seconds. Normal breathing.
हेलो सर,
Yeah.
क्या
Exhale.
आप कैमरा मैम के यहाँ पे लेके जा सकते, मतलब वो क्या आसन थोड़ा सा पोस्चर देख सकते?
अच्छा, विजिबल नहीं है क्या?
नहीं विजिबल है बट सिर्फ आपका फेस दिख रहा है, वो मैम जो प्रैक्टिकल वो नहीं दिख रहा है।
वो सुहास मिर्चन पे पिन करो, आप पिन कीजिए उस पे।
हाँ सर, नहीं आप दिख रहे हो बट जो
अच्छा
practical
ओके,
है,
समझ गई।
नहीं दिख रहा है।
अभी दिख रहा है?
अनीता जी, आप दूसरी जो सुहास मर्चेंट करके स्क्रीन है ना, उसको टच करिए।
हाँ किया, अभी देखो, अभी दिखता है।
सर आप उनको स्पॉटलाइट कर दीजिए ना।
किया, पिन किया मैम, पिन किया अभी। समझ गई। दिखता है अभी? मैम दिखता है?
हाँ बट सिर्फ जो प्रैक्टिकल करना मैम, वो प्रैक्टिकल नहीं दिख रहा है।
ओके 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 ओके, 1 मिनट, ओके 1 मिनट, लैपटॉप से ले लूं। पिन किया, देखो अभी दिखता है? कैन यू सी?
हाँ हाँ हाँ।
ओके ओके, चलो मैं रिपीट करता हूँ। ओके ओके, keep a gap of 3-4 inches in your feet, straight. Now you can raise your hands, lock the fingers, raise it upwards by inhaling up. Stay there for few seconds. Exhale and come down. Exhale, bring your hands down besides your body. And then in the next things, again raise your hands, lock the fingers, raise them up by inhaling and raise your feet. Stay there for few seconds, normal breathing. Exhale and slowly come down. Unlock your fingers, keep your hand beside your body. You seen it, ma'am? Hello? Hello?
yes.
Did you see it?
Yes sir, yes sir.
Sure. Now all of us can do that thing now. Come in a standing posture. Yeah. Keep a gap of 3 to 4 inches in your feet. Lock your fingers, raise your hands. Inhale, keep a normal breathing. Stay there for few seconds. Release the asana. Exhale and come down. In the next step, again raise your hands. Lock your fingers, raise your hands by inhaling. Raise your toes, yes. Stay there for few seconds. Exhale and come down. Unlock your fingers, hands besides your body. So in the Tadasana, the chest is open, the lungs are open, and the lower part of your bottom of your lungs, the air is expelled, so that there is a good exchange of air between the air and the blood. So in this thing, there is a Tiryak Tadasana also. So same way, comfortable 2 to 3 inches gap in your feet. Raise your hands, she'll demonstrate, lock your fingers, raise, and you can turn on one side. Inhaling, and turn on one side, stay there for a few seconds. Then come up by inhaling. On the right side, stay there for a few seconds and come back. Normal breathing, hands besides your body. So you can do that thing now. Tiryak Tadasana. This gives good stretch to your abdomen also. So you can stand, come in a standing position. Keep a gap of 3 to 4 inches in your feet. Raise your hands. Lock your fingers. Turn to the left side. By inhaling, turn to the left side. Stay there for a few seconds. Come back to the original position. You can turn to the right side. Stay there for a few seconds, normal breathing. Come back to the standing position. Release. Bring your hands, unlock your fingers and hands beside your body. So this is Tiryak Tadasana. Now we'll go for a Sukshma Vyayam of our neck movements. So the neck movements, these are very simple exercises. So in neck movements, you do a forward bending of your neck, backward bending, sideways. So that she will demonstrate now. Yeah. Inhale and bend your neck in the forward direction. Make it straight. Go in the backward direction. Come forward. Then sideways movements, you can do in the sideways, left side, and then on the right side also. Very slow movements, you should not give jerk to your neck. Normal breathing. Yes, all of us can go for that thing. Very simple exercise. Yes, yeah. Take your neck in the forward direction, bend it forward. Forward, forward, forward. Forward towards your chest. Yeah, yeah. Then backwards. Inhale and backwards. Again, make it straight. On the left side, turn on the left side. Yeah, bend it on the left side. Then on the right side. Right side. Yes, you can come to the original position. Everyone has done it? Okay. We'll do an anti-clockwise movement of the clockwise movement of the neck and the anti-clockwise movement of the neck. We have to do it very steadily and slowly. So first you go from clockwise from left hand side to right hand side, and then from right hand side to left hand side. You can turn your neck and make a good circle of the neck around your body. Yeah, you can go ahead. Go clockwise. Two rounds on your own. One more round. One more round. Okay, fine. Everyone has done very nicely. Fine. Nice. Now we'll go for a shoulder movements. Shoulder movements also give a good exercise to your chest. So we'll go for shoulder movements. In shoulder movements, we do same way we do a clockwise and anti-clockwise movements of the shoulder. So she will show you. Join your elbows. Do a clockwise movement. 3 rounds total. And then an anti-clockwise movement. Okay. Now we'll go for Hastapadasana. In Hastapadasana, you have to stand in a, you have to be remain in standing position. No, feet. Keep, you can either join your feet or keep a gap of 4 to 5 inches in your feet. You can raise your hands and bend forward towards your feet. You can touch your feet or whatever is possible to your body. Don't bend your knees. Stay there for a few minutes. Inhale and come upwards. Again, we'll, yeah, very good. Everyone is doing very nice. Very good. Very good. We'll do 2 rounds. Padasana, we'll do 2 rounds, everyone. 2 rounds. On your own. Inhale and come down. Slowly. Exhale and come up. Inhale and come up, sorry. Now we'll do a backward bending. Backward bending also opens up your chest. So same way, a comfortable a gap of 4 to 5 inches in your feet, or you can join your feet also. Then you can raise your hands and bend backwards. Inhale, inhale, go backwards, inhale, inhale. Exhale and down. We can do 2 rounds of this thing. Everyone, raise your hands. Inhale, go backwards. Inhale, go backwards. Exhale, come up. We can do 2 more rounds. Inhale, go backwards. Exhale. So we will do. We have completed some sets of Sukshma Vayams, and today we'll finish up by 5 minutes before the things, because there is some other batch coming for the next session in Arambha Yoga. So we will stop over here for exercises. Then now we'll go for Om chanting. Sit in any comfortable position, Padmasana, Sukhasana, whatever position is comfortable to you. We'll do a 3 rounds of Om chanting. Inhale, exhale, close your eyes, back straight, relax your shoulders. Inhale. Om. Inhale. Om. Inhale. Om. Rub your palms. Rub your eyes gently. Open your eyes. So, so how was the session? Please let me know. Please let me know. Was there any difficulty?
No, sir. Absolutely correct.
Okay. Thank you very much. So we'll meet tomorrow and we'll carry forward the things. We'll go for asanas and everything tomorrow. Thank you very much for joining these things. If you have any difficulties, queries, or if there are some drawbacks in my teachings, please let me know. Feel free to tell me whatever things are there.
Thank
Okay.
you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir. Thank you,
So
sir.
do
Thank
join tomorrow.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. Pardon, yeah.